cold. All right, so here we go. Let me do the sharing thing because gotta go to work. Yada yada yada. All right, there we go. We got the screen shared, and now I'll start doing the other stuff I got to do because I still got to load up the other program. But I wanted to get moving because I spent a lot of time on mental health stuff because man, I have to fight myself to do this because I worry about how I sound or whatever. So let me just get back to doing what we're doing. And try and get this information to you. I was thinking about, well, I was watching a video and somebody mentioned this, and um, but it's the seeds that you plant. You know, there's a plant up in the living room upstairs that I got. I forget to water it, but it's so resilient because when you put that water back on it, it springs back to life. So um, just don't uproot it. Now, that's a metaphor because you're young people. Um, because now I'm talking to, at least I know nephews and nieces and coworkers and other friends and stuff, but you're young people. And so many times, like I remember 25 years ago that I took a little bit of money that I had in the 401k from a job that I left, and I think it was like $4,000 was all that was in there, $4 or $5,000, something like that. And I was like, I need this money right now, and you can't live in regret. But had I not done that, just letting it stay in its place and grow, I had to play. The point is, don't uproot things because had I let that grow, where would I be now? And my biggest wish for you is that you understand that you will keep on living, right? You will. The time will pass. Like you think now that it's, that's way down the road, but you will need that. You will need the growth. You will need your body won't be as strong as it is right now. And you have seen me in the last couple of years, right? Not be able to lift my arm. I'm thankful that I can now, but all of those things life will keep on coming at you. So that's all I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna try and run through the things that we've been doing here. So I am still in that. I didn't uh, get out of it. So here we are on the trade that we entered into yesterday, and I really want to get this going so that I can make it to work on time. We entered into this trade with Emerson Electric. If you remember yesterday, this is pretend money, but it's not unreasonable to think that you might have $13,000 in your possession at some point, and you spend that money wisely, right? So what we did was we bought um, this Emerson Electric. I'm trying to figure out how to show it to you as I'm seeing it. I see it, but okay. So we bought these 100 shares yesterday on that covered call option, um, which then allows us. We took a $1.30 for it, which is 1%. Right? We spent this much on the share, 131. We got 1%. We did this yesterday, which was Wednesday. So for that investment of $13,000, we got $130, which is our 1%, and we're just done for the week. Now we look and see what the stock did over the last day, right? And it did indeed go up, and it is now at 134.90. So what that means is If the stock continues, and I think I said this yesterday about the gaps filling, so we can expect a probability. There's a high probability that the price will go up and cover that gap. This is the gap I'm talking about over here. Um, You can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay. So this is the gap that happened, right? So it closed here, dropped all the way down here, and then came up. Started to do price did its thing, and we're looking for it to refill that gap. Um, and that's what I'm looking for to happen. If that happens, like right now, if nothing else happens, um, that's I'm trying to not confuse you with all the stuff that's going on in my head because really that's not necessary. I mean, that's the why I got into it because you can expect that kind of thing to happen. But the reality of it is that right now, if the stock doesn't do anything tomorrow and today, then someone will buy it from me for $132. That's the call away price, right? And I won't get this this increase, right? Like it went from yesterday, or I'm sorry, the third. So, oh, I got it because it was showing that upward motion. Okay, I'm trying to figure out why I did that. That's why I should have wrote this down, but I was running out of time. So, and I'm running out of time again. Uh, I'm shooting myself in the foot. I'm gonna cancel that. I'm not gonna cancel that. I'm gonna just keep on going and muddle your way through it. You have to figure out what I'm talking about. There's the 1%. We got it. So here's what I'm saying: is that if the price stays where it is, above that 132, then we're good. We will get that $130. We'll get our $13,000 back in a couple of days, and we made $130 off of it. That's 1%. You do that over and over and over again, and you got yourself a winning combination. And I'm going to just move on and try and do this because I am, strictly speaking, out of time. So I'm going to want to close this program. There it is. And then I'm going to reopen the program. There it is. Takes a little bit of time. I'm going to sit down, which is going to take me out of the frame for a second. I guess my big head's still sticking up there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is start looking at the actual money account that I've used because, again, $13,000 is a lot of money. Um, okay, now I'm going to put in my password. Okay, now we're set. Okay, so while that's logging up, what I'm going to do, well, I'm trying to do this very fast because, yeah, I've only got like 5 minutes till I got to be leaving work. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to look at what I did over the last year, or start to look at it, because it'll take some time to kind of work our way through. And we'll just go back to that paper account, the simulated account, and do that once. It's the actual account, yeah. And then we'll be able to look at that once a day or whatever, or once a week, because that's the goal, is to keep that at 1%. And then here's my account. Okay, so this is my actual account right now, and this is what I've been kind of struggling with, is showing this part of it all, right? Because I've been telling everybody how it was 1,800 or it's like 800%, 80% up, right? I had made $800 on this account. And I started, this is the humility again, because I started backing off from talking about that because I got rolled into this thing a couple weeks, or actually, it's been a couple months now. And let me pull up the chart so I can just show why I feel the way I do. Right. So this is the last 30. This is not 30 days. This is good because this shows where I was. I got into it here thinking 2 days to the upside. This is again a good. This is a good lesson for me. The reason the rules are important, right? Because the rules are you do 2 days to the upside. So you're wanting something that's moving up. But the other rule is that you let it go. My problem is that I did this. I got into the trade a while back. Um, will it even show me view trades? Yeah, okay. So I got into this trade back in September. So even before this, uh, yeah, this before this. So I had gotten into this, and then rather than just take my 1% and let it go, like I was talking about with the Emerson Electric, that our plan is to just let it go, not to go. Okay, now I can do some more with it. And so I tried to hold on to it, and now the stock has come down in price, and I have to wait for it to go back up to the price that I got it, because I got it at 14, which actually by this point it was already underwater. So I've been holding it for a while. I'm not going to sell it until it is back to the 1400 or the $14 mark, the 1422 where I got it. And at that point, I'll have the 1400 to add to the other whatever else I can make with it. So uh, I'm going to, at this point, we're just going to go back in time and focus on how we got here. And to do that, I'm going to want to go back, not 165 days, but a whole year. From 2024 to today. There we go. Okay, so now this is the life, and so it was 1 year ago that I put the money in here. I put the money in here December 6th. So 2 days from now. Happy birthday today, December 4th, to my buddy, lifelong friend, 50-year friend, Glenn. What's up, bud? Um, but uh, I put the money in a year ago, and the first trade that I actually made was a week later. I bought a share. I bought 100 shares of a stock called MPW, and I'm going to show you that one just so you can see the where it is now and that, but and what it's done over the year. But I bought a covered call from them. I guess as I think about it, that's unnecessary information. All right, so I bought a covered call from them, or for that, which again, if you remember, means that I bought 100 shares uh, at $4. Okay, now I gotta get into reading this thing again better. I'll get better at all of this stuff. It is the continuation. It's the consistency. Yeah, yeah, it's the consistency. I'm not going to stop. So I bought 100 shares, and then I sold. Okay, this was all in the same action because I bought the 100 shares covered. Oh, yeah, a calendar would be helpful here right now because I think I ended up doing it. Yeah, I bought it on the 11th for the 13th. So yeah, it was another situation just like yesterday where I bought it real quick. I paid uh $400 plus my commission, and then I sold the next day, right, and got 607. So $7. No, I got the $9, which was 2% of my investment. And then I sold two. All right, we'll come back over this because now I'm up against the time, but I want to explain to you how we did this because it's not as hard as I'm making it sound right now. And part of it is just the nervousness of it all. It's as simple as you buy you buy, someone pays you to go buy the stock. I received $9 for buying the stock for $400, which was a 2%. Then I sold the two contracts. Yeah, this is not the. Here's what I want to do is look at. Hello. Yeah, here's what I want to look at is the 12th, December 11th, I bought the stock. At the same time, there it is now. Okay. At the same time, I sold a contract to for someone to buy them for the same $4 I paid for them. I got 17 cents for that. The stock at that point was 417, so I only paid $4 for the stock. Then the next day, I was able to right here get that 9 cent credit because I rolled it. No, I didn't roll it yet. All right, I'm gonna make some more notes before I do the next broadcast because, but I'm going to keep this on the record. I attempted it, and this is attempt number the attempt for December 4th. Because every day I get up. I mean, it's silly for me to even try and put it in the terms of well, I got to start over. I don't have to start over. You're my kids. God damn it! It's not a fucking camera I'm talking to. It's my kids. I'll figure out how to get this information to you because you need this information in order to be able to go smoothly, and we will build this up because I have higher aspirations for this. And it's not just to fucking get rich or die trying. It's to help you avoid some of the struggles that I had. Like right now, I'm at a job where I'm happy because they make me work extra so I can get overtime. Rather than say, although I will also say that this week through trading. Was also able to make another day's wage on another account, not this one, and we'll get into that. I can't even explain this one, so I'm not going to try to explain other things as well. Um, but yeah, I'm not starting over. We're just going to keep on keeping on, and tomorrow I'll have a little better explanation of this MPW trade because ultimately, over the course of the year, and I don't even know if this will show me that. This is not going to show me my year. Yeah, year to date, I made $90 on that particular stock, right? So the times that I was able to turn that and turn it and turn it, my whole point is simply this, and this is the one I want to drive home or keep myself in. Uh, uh, I don't even know how do I want to say it? This is what I want to remind myself actually is that if I put $1,000 in the bank last year, 1 year ago today, its value would not be $1,100. If I put the money in the bank and just let it sit there, I would have $1,004, maybe, if they gave me 4%. But that's not even likely at this day and age. For that small amount of money that you're going to get that kind of return in a savings account. I've learned how to move these things. It's harder to teach than it is to do, but that's okay. I'm going to struggle through and get that so that I can teach you, because if I had somebody to teach me, then you would have had a better life, frankly, at this point. And my hope is that your children and that the rest of your life, because you're only in your 20s. So when you get to be 60 or close to 60, like my friend Glenn, not me, I'm not 60, but when you get to that you have, or that these 40, 30 years can be less stressful than mine were. I don't know. We'll leave it there. Plant the seeds. That's all I'm doing. And this is watering.